I did these searches a few days ago and left the screens on my tablet, and you know, it really is really difficult to believe the way the conglomerate just doesn't care. They don't care. I mean, this is the first page of search results for this term, that search term, and they just don't care. They don't care. They really just couldn't care less about all the people that they're hurting. They don't care. They really don't care. So I had that. I also had this. This is the first page of search results for this. You know, I mean, I also had found a blog page, or it was I think it was an article that had someone who used to work in the porn industry talking about how horrible the porn industry is. And what I thought of when after I read the page and listened to the person speak, was my lamp is shown shown in screen. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, yeah, you have to be able to read the screen right. And I am not a professional photographer. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm tired. Not feeling all that great lately, I have to say. And so, you know, the video that you're getting is the video that you're getting, you know, for me to talk about these things. And it's like other people have a lot more control, a lot more time, a lot more money, right? I'm not going to film this video again if I can help it. So yeah, you know, one of the things is she said a lot of things. She said the disease is a serious problem. You know, body fluids are a serious problem. Rape is a serious problem. Basically, extortion is a serious problem. And people just kind of don't even really know how to get out of the industry once they're in it. And she talked about that, and as she talked about it's like what happens to people once they get into that industry. And like she was talking about people who are of adult age and what happens to them and how difficult it is for them, and how abused they are and how trapped they feel. And you know, in addition to how awful that is, I started thinking about, okay, you know, if it's like that for people who are of adult age, who get into porn, what is it like for children who are, you know, forced into porn? You know, what can you imagine what it's like? What if the people who are of adult age, you know, many of them feel trapped, right? Feel totally trapped, and like are suffering from, you know, a lot of emotional problems, a lot of physical problems. The women can actually have serious damage, like happen to their reproductive organs because of everything that happens to them. Just imagine what it's like to be a kid, you know, in that industry where literally, truly, seriously, you have no control over your life at all. You know, I mean, I try not to get like overly accusatory, right? But I cannot understand people who think that it's all right to have sex with children, you know, or to turn children into sex objects. I just have such an unbelievably difficult time understanding that. And for me, it's just like instant rage. It's really instant rage when I'm dealing with people who don't care about that. You know, and especially after all this time, you know, where I've talked about it so much, and I'm sure other people have also. And how can you not care about that? You know, how can you not care? And how can you pretend to yourself that it's all right? It's not all right. And then there was this. I have had this picture. I found this. You know, this apparently was this guy's response to the idea that like things that he had posted on his site could cause suicide, right? I mean, this was his response. I would say I would get paid, right? So I just happened to find it. I happened to find it there. You know, I mean, I found it. You know, I just kind of left it there. I just left it there for, you know, for a while. And it really, I find it, again, you know, really difficult to believe that other people in the conglomerate just did not get to the same conclusion about this that I did, which is that this is a really hard, just how can you not be horrified by this attitude? How can you not be horrified by that? You know, but and it's like it should be so obvious also, not only from this but from the other things that I had on the screen. You know, how could you think that my just leaving them on the screen meant that I was promoting any of these things or saying they were okay? You got to be kidding me. You know, I mean, you have to be trying not to understand to get to that conclusion. You have to be, you're doing everything you can think of to try to avoid understanding what it is that you're contributing to when you promote these things, right? Rather than get to the conclusion this is terrible, this is absolutely horrible, you know, and instead feel like it's somehow all right. You know, you have to be totally and absolutely avoiding understanding the truth, right? Because you just don't want to feel responsible, I suppose, for your actions. And then this guy, I guess it was the kind of thing where he would post revenge porn and then he would charge fees to people whose pictures or videos it was to get them removed. So like he would be like, you know, you have to pay me to get me to remove it from my site. That was what this guy had done. You know, I mean, again, the idea that there's anything about this that is something other than totally reprehensible. How would you even get to that conclusion?